Hi everybody and welcome to your weekly horoscope for Monday the 3rd of December going through until Sunday the 9th of December 2018. We're in the home stretch now, we're in December. A couple of weeks to go until 2018 is over and we're in 2019. Now this week is really busy and there's a lot going on. It starts in a kind of iffy way, but it gets really positive as we get on in the week. So I'm going to give you a day-by-day breakdown of what's happening this week. My horoscopes are based on UK time, so make sure that you take the time difference into account. If you're on the East Coast, then it's just -5 hours. And again, like I always say, don't get too hung up on the times. It's a gradual kind of shift that these energies have. So on Monday the 3rd of December, first of all, Hanukkah begins, so happy Hanukkah to all the Jewish people watching. The moon goes into Scorpio at 7:56 in the evening. So the moon is the most sensitive part of who you are. When it goes into Scorpio, it really dives down to the very emotional core and truth of who you are. So you will have no problems being authentic, of understanding what you really truly feel, and there's a lot of emotion here just through that. The Scorpio moon then conjuncts Venus in Scorpio, so they meet, they sit together. Venus, the planet of love in Scorpio, is also incredibly magnetic, sensual, interested in having a really intimate, close connection with someone where you feel like someone understands you on a soul level. Mercury is also in Scorpio in retrograde, and that trines Chiron in Pisces. So Mercury in Scorpio and Chiron, they kind of now throw a spanner in the works, because the moon in Scorpio and Venus in Scorpio on their own would mean that you have this incredible magnetic kind of sexual energy that you're exuding, and that the charisma is just flowing. But Mercury in Scorpio retrograding kind of makes your feelings a little bit difficult to decipher, or it's likely that you pick the wrong thing. And Chiron is the wounded healer, so it will make you look at past pains and situations. So on Monday, you know that intense feelings are going to influence you. There may be an internal perspective change, and you may feel the need to dredge up old resentments from the past. Don't do that. If you have a choice, try not to, because you don't really get anything out of resentments. What's the saying? Resentment is like drinking poison and waiting for the other person to die. Mercury is still in retrograde, so it's likely that your resentments and feelings aren't even in line with reality. So don't poison yourself, tread carefully. And especially if you feel like this is a justified resentment or you have justified anger against someone, drop it. It's not the time today to take any action on it. It's going to cause you more grief, more pain, and more resentment. This is what I meant by the week starting on an iffy level, you see. Tuesday, the 4th of December, we have the Scorpio moon trining Mars in Pisces. So Mars in Pisces is also very spiritual and emotional. Mars rules Aries, the first sign of the zodiac, and it's in Pisces, the last sign of the zodiac. The moon also trines Neptune, the water planet in Pisces, so we're really at sea here. Everything is water. Keep on swimming, just keep swimming, just keep swimming. Mercury also in Scorpio, water sign, in retrograde, trining Chiron in Pisces, more water. The Scorpio moon then sextiles Saturn in Capricorn and Pluto in Capricorn. So we've got water, and now, unlike yesterday, we have some Capricorn energy, which is earth. Earth and water are both feminine signs, and fire are masculine. So water and earth, they get on well together, and it's about receiving information. It's about being open and being able to download things. So Monday, Tuesday, if you're a medium, if you're a psychic, if you're someone who wants to predict the future, it's the best time to do your readings because the veil is just so thin with all this water. On Tuesday though, your words and actions can have a significant impact on your financial and working life circumstances. It's important to keep feelings in check as much as you can and to use this energy for spiritual progress, creativity, or nurturing instead of blowing up existing structures, which you may feel tempted to do. On Wednesday, the 5th of December, the Sun is in Sagittarius and it squares Neptune in Pisces. So the Sun in Sagittarius, it's a wonderful time. I love this time of year, December, because the Sun in Sagittarius is a fire sign, so the Sun is very happy being in a fire sign, being a giant fireball. But Sagittarius is the only sign where the fire really burns within. You know, in the Northern Hemisphere, which is what the astrology is based on, it's dark at the moment. It gets dark very early. And Sagittarius carries that inner flame, the inner confidence, which allows you to navigate the darkness and to move forward despite things being dark and mysterious and unclear. Neptune is the water planet of dreams, imagination, and intuition. So again, it's very intuitive, but you also have that fire now, which allows you to move forward. So your inner fire allows you to focus on a bright and joyous future. Use your inspiration and enthusiasm today to plan ahead and to look at what the world could look like and to manifest that and to say, yes, I am going to have this career, or this is where I'm moving, or this is what I'm going to do. On Thursday the 6th, the moon goes into Sagittarius. So the first 3 days of the week, the moon is in Scorpio. So it's all water for the first 3 days. And now we have the first major shift here that the moon goes into Sagittarius, same as the sun. And we have much more fire now. So we're not as emotional and we're looking at the future. We're more optimistic and we're looking ahead. Mercury goes direct on the 6th of December, which needs a round of applause because Mercury is the communication planet. And when that is in retrograde, like it has been in Scorpio for the first 3 days of this week, it gives you faulty information even when it comes to your own feelings. Mercury retrograde forces you to find different ways of communicating. It also causes problems with trains, delays, and computers and phones not working, technical stuff, misunderstandings between people. So Mercury going direct is something that is really, really good news. So the way you think becomes much easier and clearer. You're much sharper now, there's less doubt, and you can trust your thinking again. Hooray! The Sagittarius moon conjuncts Jupiter, the lucky planet, in Sagittarius, and the sun in Sagittarius. So Thursday is amazing. Okay, it's really amazing. I want to just highlight that this is a fabulous day. Thursdays, my favorite day of the week is Wednesday. I love Wednesdays. Thursday is not so much, but this Thursday, you completely own your own power and you're able to step into it and own it and embrace it. Everything is possible. Any and all dreams that you have can and will come true if only you keep your eye on the prize and you take action to get there. It's one of the luckiest days of the entire year. So 2018 isn't over yet, and this is one of the best days that we get in the entire year. Friday the 7th of December, the new moon takes place in Sagittarius at 7:22 in the morning, based on Universal Time or Greenwich Mean Time, which is basically UK time. I will make a separate video on the new moon just to give you more information. So the new moon just basically is when the sun and the moon, they conjunct, and the moon pulls in lots of energy. So there's even more Sagittarius energy in the chart now. And Sagittarius is the centaur. He's got a bow and arrow, and he makes choices. He plans ahead. He says, this is what I want to achieve, and he focuses on it, and once he's focused, he never gives up, and he just gallops towards it. Mars is in Pisces and conjuncts Neptune in Pisces, and that's amazing because Mars, the male principle, meeting in water, meeting the water planet in water, really allows you to manifest things into reality. The Sagittarius moon squares Chiron in Pisces. So Friday the 7th is even luckier than the day before. Mars meeting Neptune in the same sign means that you'll automatically muster all of your strength to realize your dreams. Past failures will seem laughable. So it's not gonna, I tried the shop and it didn't work, and because it failed, I'm not gonna try again. They will seem laughable to you. It's because I didn't do that. I put this shop in a place where there's absolutely no footfall traffic, so of course it was gonna fail. So it seems you're given the information as to why past things didn't work. So your confidence is so great that it's important for you to tackle things you're usually afraid of. You also exude a magnetic charisma as long as Mars and Neptune conjunct, which they do for the rest of the week. So Mars is the male principle and Neptune is the dream planet. So again, it's very much like it gives you this unbelievable kind of energy that you just exude, and it also allows you to manifest your dreams into reality. Saturday the 8th of December, the moon goes into Capricorn at 3 minutes past 12 in the afternoon. So now we're in Earth territory. Earth is about structure and practicality and work. Chiron goes direct. Chiron is the wounded healer. We all have Chiron in our chart. So if I were to draw up your natal chart, there are two things that sabotage you in life, or that where the ego does try to sabotage you. One is Chiron, which is the biggest wound until you heal it to become your biggest strength. And Black Moon Lilith, which gives you negative kind of messages. So with Chiron going direct, the inner pain becomes externalized. You don't blame yourself for everything that happens. If someone's unhappy and Chiron is in retrograde, then it's much more likely that you would internalize a feeling of guilt rather than doing something about it and say, oh, okay, how can I help you? Mars is in Pisces and it still conjuncts Neptune in Pisces. So on Saturday you get a reprieve from your own inner emotional pain and emotional blockages that prevent you from realizing your soul purpose. You're still standing in your own power. You can make dreams come true in any area of your life: career, love, health, wealth, and spirituality. So really from Thursday on, the world is your oyster. It's so positive. I can't underline it and emphasize it enough. Finally, on Sunday, the 9th of December, the Capricorn moon, so the moon being in Capricorn makes you automatically much more grounded, calmer, more kind of stable. And it conjuncts Saturn in Capricorn. Saturn rules Capricorn. Saturn is the planet of structure and solidity. It also conjuncts Pluto in Capricorn, so we've got loads of Earth now. So you might feel like, wow, there's a huge shift on Sunday. It's like I'm putting on the brakes and suddenly it's not like all looking forward and ahead. It's like in the here and now. So for the people who do mindfulness, who practice mindfulness, you're going to have a wonderful meditation here today because you will be present in the moment. Mercury is still in Scorpio, but it's now direct, thank goodness, so you can trust your feelings. It trines Chiron in Pisces, and the moon sextiles Neptune in Pisces and Mars in Pisces. So Sunday the 9th, you're being given everything you need today to make practical changes in your life based on your dreams and your desires. Think of yourself as the magician in the tarot. The magician has one hand up to the universe, so he downloads the information that he needs, he listens to his guidance, then he listens to his own feelings, and the other hand points to planet Earth. And he's got all the elements in front of him, and he can make magic because he's got everything that he needs, and whatever he wants to create, he snaps his fingers like a magician and he creates them. So if you feel driven and magnetically pulled in a specific direction today, or you feel like, I really want to do this, I want to make this happen, allow yourself to go there. You can trust your thinking and your feelings, and if you do feel pulled in a new direction where there's a new beginning, it'll be the beginning of something wonderful and new, and most likely long-lasting and long-term. So it looks like a fabulous week. I hope you have a wonderful time here. In the first 3 days, watch your feelings and don't allow your feelings to kind of govern you. And especially with communication, try and give yourself an emotional outlet so that you don't feel like a pressure cooker where the emotions are building up and you've got this boss that you despise and you just like, don't do that. Thursday onwards, really, the world is your oyster. Whatever you want, whatever you dream of, whatever you want to happen, you can make it happen. And also, anyone who struggles to assert themselves, or anyone who struggles to see their own inner beauty, their own inner divinity, you will really be shown that you're exceptional, you're unique, and that you really have a lot more power than you realize. So shy people, people who are afraid of taking practical action or putting themselves in the spotlight, Thursday to Sunday is your time to do that. And it's going to reward you in wonderful, magical ways. And in all areas of life: career, love, health, wealth, and spirituality. So I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful week. Oh, by the way, if you're a man watching this, I had my hair cut recently, and I told them that I would show you guys who they are, because this is a really good barbershop, and I go there to have my hair cut, so I would recommend this. I think it's always nice to recommend local businesses. There we go. So they're really good, I like them. So if you're a man and you're in Brighton and you need your hair cut, that's where you're going. Have a wonderful week. If you would like a private reading with me, please get in touch via my website. It's gregoryscott.com. Click on the readings tab to order your reading. In the personal readings, I use astrology, tarot, and numerology. The tarot allows me to look at what's coming up in future. I use that with the predictive astrology, but the natal chart is where it's at. It shows, it's really a blueprint of your soul, and sometimes I just can't believe that I have access to it. It's so amazing. It shows me where you've been in past lifetimes, what your life purpose is this time around, what your talents are when it comes to work and vocation, and whether that's the same as your life purpose or not, whether it's separate. So you may have a vocational aptitude to be a nurse, but your life purpose may be to become completely independent. Or it may be to heal people, and your vocational aptitudes are to be a nurse, and then they work perfectly together. It also shows me what your strengths and weaknesses are, what you can work on, and really what you can embrace and what you're naturally gifted with and good at. It shows me what's coming up and what's destined for you in love and money, moving, spiritual progress, personal development, communication, family relationships, children, love, soulmates, twin flames, career and money, really anything you can think of. So if you do have any questions, then get in touch with me. You know where I am. I hope you have a wonderful week, and you know, this week in the lead up to Christmas is really just a shot in the arm. It's a real boost. It's really gonna lift you and bring you a lot of joy. I feel a lot of joy, especially from Thursday onwards to Sunday. Have a great week. I will speak to you next week with this weekly horoscope. I also do daily tarot readings on this channel. I do monthly horoscopes for each sign of the zodiac, and I've done a yearly horoscope for each sign of the zodiac for 2019. So check that out as well. Have a great time, and I'll speak to you soon.